Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel, and we have some more Hold My Beer. Today we have two replays, they're pretty good replays, and they've actually sat in my inbox for a while, so I thought, you know what, I'll chuck these both up. So first up we have the T92, and it is driven by Hit Bang. Now he is actually driving the stock gun. He isn't driving it with the X missile gun. He's actually driving it stock. Now I have previously done a right tank wrong gun with this tank, and the gun is actually pretty good for a stock gun. It's pretty good. Coming up against tier 10, yeah, of course it's going to be a lot more difficult to play, but when you're top tier and you're up against those tier 8s, it's a fairly good gun, and we're going to watch Hit Bang absolutely destroy the enemy team with this gun. So first up, he's on Rockfield and he's spotted the team. He's pretty much spotted the whole of the team. He's just waiting to see what he could do. Maybe he is going to flank around, or it will be best for him to start capping some bases. Now his team is with him, so there is no need for him to sort of back up or go in a different location. But what he's going to try and do is he is trying to relocate into a position where he should be able to see the enemy and hopefully still not be in any danger. Now he gets that nice shot on the RU251. His T49 came with him, and have they found an AFK T30? Yes they have, but the waffle here is protecting the T30 for now, so he's going to ignore the T30 for now. He's going to get a couple of nice HE shots into this waffle. Of course there is the T49, so probably the wrong move there from the waffle. He could have just AP'd the T49, but instead of going for the full hit point tank, instead of going for the one-shot tank, he goes for the full hit point, and because of that he is dead, and both of these tanks stay alive. So just going to clear that T30 now. I would have done the same, definitely done the same. That's a big tank, a tier 9 tank, probably the biggest in the game, well, in this match at least. So that's two big TDs now out of the game. It's still a 5 versus 5, so the enemy is still doing their jobs. He's getting a few nice HE rounds, so that actually helps to go towards his damage this game. The HE that he's been able to shoot this game, I mean, look at that 500 roll on the German Bulldog now. So he's got a nice matchup, to be honest. He's got a lovely matchup. I mean, a waffle, an RU, a German Bulldog, absolutely lovely matchmaking for him, and an AFK T30. So 4 kills now. It is a 2 versus 3. The Object 252U is now gone, so he finds himself on his own against 3 tanks. You can see he is trying to chase this German Bulldog down. He has lost a few hit points doing so, but he does manage to get the kill to leave it now a 1 versus 2. 2 heavy tanks, 2 tanks with a lot of HP, and he needs to run. At the moment there is no supremacy bases that have been caught, but the enemy are capturing base C, so there is still plenty of time because no one caught a supremacy base. There is still plenty of time. 3.5 minutes is a long time in Blitz. If you figure out roughly around 3 minutes is the average game length for a game in What Blitz, there is still a lot of time. 3 minutes 20, gets a lovely shot there, nice high roll using the heat against the Emil 1. But he is now spotted, and I love his relocating. He relocates a lot this game, and that's what you need to do in a light tank. Take your shot, take the shot, and then relocate into a different position. You're a light tank, you can get there pretty quickly, and of course you have the view range to spot the enemy team as well. So we now know that the enemy are capturing base B. They've already got base C, and now he's just on the hunt for this other tank. Are they both at B, or is only one tank at B? There's the Emil 1. Was he on his own, or did he have some company with him? So he is going to get that nice shot, brings that guy down to a one shot. He has been spotted. If he sticks around, he should be able to clear this in mil 1 with one more shot, and that is what you see. Yes, lovely shot. What a lovely shot, and he doesn't take any damage. Now it just leaves him on his own against the VK168. Now the VK168 isn't a great tank, and the person playing it isn't a great player either, and in fact he's going to get raged at. This could probably go into the World of Dummies with just how bad he is. I mean, they've already got 2 bases, so for him to get a win, he has to recapture a base just to slow down those supremacy points. He has time, he has the hit points, he could take 2 shots. He can maybe take 1 shot, possibly 2 shot, depends on how the roll goes from the VK. So we're going to spot up. You can see he's not spotted. He does get spotted there, misses his shot, but the VK misses in return, and he is going to reload before the VK does, no problem whatsoever. Now the damage on this is pretty good as well. I mean, he's shooting APCR almost 400 damage there. So a lot of people, I mean, if you haven't played this tank stock, definitely go play it, because you might find it better. You might find this gun better than the actual X-Missile gun. So 6.5k damage now, 6 kills, 1 minute on the 1 minute left on the clock. Luckily that guy is shooting HE, so now he is able to take another shot because of that. He needs to aim a bit more. I mean, if the enemy are on 800 supremacy points and there's only a minute left on the clock, I would not be shooting without the sniper mode. I would be sniper moding, aimed fully, and making sure that my shots hit. But you know what, it pays off, and he does manage to get that 7th kill. What a game, using the stock gun as well. 7 kills, 7,200 damage. Top gun, high caliber, Kolobanov. He gets the Rezani medal as well for all 7 kills. So thank you, Hitbang, for sending me that replay in. Well played indeed. Now, where is that guy? The VK, 900 damage. I mean, not the best. He could have probably done a little bit better, but he didn't really try, to be honest. Next up, we have Flo, laugh out loud, and he is driving the FV201. Now this is another tank that I absolutely adore, especially on a small map like Copperfield. If you manage, because of the reload on this thing, I mean 3.5 seconds, it's basically a premium Comet, a premium Black Prince. It's a fantastic tank. If you can permatrack someone, absolutely perfect. Now it doesn't have the best of penetrations, so you might have to shoot some premium rounds quite often, but I mean, just look how quick the reload is, and we're going to see this all game. We are just going to see non-stop firing. The armor profile on this is actually very, very troll as well. You can get the odd bounce. Now he's just tearing these guys apart. 900 damage already against the VK and the T29. So there's a lot of tanks up here. He does have backup. The enemy are capturing base A. He has a tank around by base C, but that guy's not willing to cap just yet. He does have a medium tank with him, so needs to clear this. There's plenty of tanks to choose from. Of course, there's the 87 here who's not looking, and just look at the rate of fire of the thing. You no need to switch to APCR when you're shooting the little hatch or the big hatch on top of the 87. Now the enemy don't want to push because he has his team behind him, which when you have a tank like this with a crazy amount of rate of fire and you have your team behind you, you're hiding and the enemy can't see you, you can really tear tanks apart, especially like I said, when they're not looking, or when you come up against tanks like a massive reload like the KV2 or anything like that. You can really just let rip into these guys. Now 2.6k damage already, and this poor T29, they just can't do anything with the rate of fire of this thing. Now the SU-100Y wants to be a hero now. There's a few tanks around him. He just needs to be careful not to take too much damage. He is poking because, of course, with the reload on this thing, you want to just keep firing. You want to keep firing that gun, because I mean, what's good about the reload if you just can't have any shots to take off? And he's literally hit that fire button all freaking game. It is a 4 versus 5, so there's still a lot of work to do, and of course he is now bouncing, has to be very careful, has to aim his shots a lot better than he is actually doing now. But one of his teammates has gone on a full YOLO mode, the Tiger, but that's perfect for our guy Flo here, because now the Tiger, the T29, no one wants to take attention of him, so he's just managed to farm a bit of damage before even now he gets a little bit focused. So it is a 2 versus 4. He's on 2 kills, but he's also on 4.2k damage. Needs to take care of this Tiger, needs to take care of this T29 as well. They're the most dangerous targets in a minute. They're the tanks with DPM and armor, or the Tiger has both. The T29 has a bit of armor, not quite the DPM, but it's still a great tank to get rid of. There goes the Tiger. Now he brings it down to a 2-on-3. The T29 is now pushing. If he can get a block on this shot, on this tank, I mean, he doesn't get any block damage, but he's gonna use the rate of fire now, but he has to take care of this guy very quickly. He's now a 1 shot if this guy manages to high roll, but of course he does manage to take him out. Now he can take a shot against this VK. The VK just fluffs his shot at the moment. His last remaining ally is capturing the base, so at least we know where he is. At least we know he's not going to steal no damage. He gets 1 shot there left on the I mean, he's capturing the base. He's not his teammate. I think his teammate might as well be AFK, to be honest. He doesn't really do anything. Fuck FE 201. But what a great game. What a fantastic game. 5,600 damage. Top gun, high caliber, and of course he gets the 6 kills. He gets the Pools medal as well. So thank you, Flo, for sending me that replay, and thank you, Hitbang, also for sending me that replay in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Just look at that damage compared to his team. Marvelous. Goodbye. With